building the road from, I did all that rock today is like 800 feet.
Yeah.
That's going to be the access road to get to those lots over there. So the road's going to come in, join this path, go across the pond dam, and then I've got to cut in the road up beside the trees.
Yeah, I see.
I've already cleared the path all the way through the woods, and the excavator is currently way down in the woods. We got to get a couple more loads of brush out.
Is that your burn pile?
Yes.
Ooh, wow. That's a shame it's so dry.
I know.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That would be a
stuff
nice
to burn.
fire.
Yeah, that will
There's
be a nice
several
fire.
of them. There's one little one there, a little campfire.
Yeah, sure. You'll have to take me through the grease points because I'll probably miss half of them.
All right, that'll make a good video.
Wow, you walk your equipment around here.
I do. It keeps people out of it.
Okay. Oh, she's warm.
A little toasty.
Yeah.
All right, Komatsu, both safety levers have to be down for it to start.
Okay.
And turn the switch. Let it warm up for a second. Both safety levers up. You have been in a dozer before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Blade controls over there.
Yeah.
Pull back. Throttles right here. Backwards, forwards, left, right. Speeds. Top button's faster, bottom button slow down. Decelerator pedal. Please don't drive off into the pond.
I'll do my best.
You go just straight down the path over there.
Okay.
Double that.
Yeah.
But I don't have the overhead. But a lot of
I was gonna say, yeah, you don't have next to any overhead. Wow. Wow, look at this thing. Holy smokes.
So this one's set up.
This is fancy. That's pretty clever.
So pump out, it's like this is, let's see, I think it goes 1, 3, yeah, 1, 3, and 5, and then that's 2, 4, and 6. If I just wanted to pump out of like the first, 2 tanks, it would be 1 and 2. So I would just cut those 2 valves on.
But when you're filling, you have to fill each one.
Correct. There's a fill cap for each one right here. So it's a little bit more aggravating, but
you don't have to have hazmat.
you don't have to have hazmat, and I can pull it wherever I want to.
Yeah.
So
Interesting. Okay.
it's like a 1-inch gas pump for that. Pump's like 30 gallons a minute, so it fills up that excavator in like 2 minutes.
And then you have
Versus
DEF.
like 15, and then I have 100 gallons of DEF fluid with a.
But do you use DEF?
I do. This takes DEF. Skid steer takes DEF. Excavator takes DEF. So it was becoming enough where it wasn't practical. Plus, you can buy it for like half the price at truck stops and fill up a bulk tank versus the jugs.
The jugs are stupid.
That way we don't have to burn all those plastic jugs.
Yeah, sure.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
All right, so back here it comes with a generator and air compressor, so I can now have power and air.
That is fancy.
And also it powers the 5-gallon grease bucket.
How about that?
Yeah, you got a 50-foot hose reel. For that, do not point that at anybody and squeeze the trigger unless you really want them to have a bad day.
Sure.
Those are expensive. What'd you get those for?
To wipe the grease fittings. Do you know wipe them?
You got hands.
Okay. I guess.
There goes my margins going up. My new helper today just let me know something.
First time greasing a bulldozer.
You said first time greasing anything.
No, I've greased a skid steer.
Oh. All right, so pretty much what you want to do is go around and look for the greasy spots.
Yeah.
And then find the grease fitting. Take your finger, wipe it off. That is air powered at like 90 PSI, so about a half a second. So find the center. Put it on. There you go. And just a little squeeze. You'll see it squirt out. Good.
Nice.
Thing looks like right here.
Nice. Yep. Always grease your machine.
Always grease your machines, or you'll end up with what? If it was an excavator, it'd be a sloppy hoe.
A sloppy hoe?
This is a bulldozer.
Yeah,
We'd have a sloppy blade.
It's clever.
Clever. All right, come on.
She is
Ready to work.
lubricated.
The best part is we don't need that machine no more today, so
Okay, good.
it'll be ready for when I need it next time. Knock some trees down.
That sounds good to me.
We'll be in the shade.
Push this knob in?
The one that says engine off?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then start it.
And then start it. See?
I see.
And then we gotta wait for that to get into the green so you can take your foot off the brake. The air will build up. You can give it a little go-go juice.
Yeah.
A little bit. Get the air conditioning going. See, that's the only, I mean, that's, I don't know what you're talking about, gauges not working. That's the only important one.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah, so fuel says there isn't any.
There's no temperature either.
There's no temperature.
Hour meter works.
Yeah, hour meter does work.
There, and then I have a few more trees down there to take down.
Okay.
How is your articulated truck experience?
You know, she's got some quirks.
It's very bumpy. First, though, it shifts a little hard. And
Sure, yeah,
in the
Jesus. But we got her in here. Nearly hit a few trees, but other than that, not a big deal.
Only had to grab the steering wheel for down.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I had it, no problem. You know, you're not half bad.
10 years ago. My eyes are not as good as they used to be 10 years ago.
Were you using GPS to do that?
I was. You push this button and then you hone in right here.
Nothing.
And you sit back.
Yeah, that's the technology in these machines is crazy. It has a can feature. You have a, oh, that's just a little far.
You know, it comes with this big fancy screen that blocks like, you know, your depth gauge.
Yeah.
And it tells you how to do all this stuff.
I bet. I believe it. Oh.
Oh yeah. 3 points it comes.
Yeah. Look at this thing. Holy.
1978 Cat 977K.
1978.
1978. It is your
Forward
and reverse.
and reverse.
Yeah, it has to be running before it moves.
Yeah, I had assumed. That's how it works, huh?
You notice we went straight past the skid steer onto this.
Yeah, well, I've run that one already. And then what are your 3 pedals?
So that's your brake,
Okay.
which you don't never use because as soon as you put it in neutral, it stops.
Yeah.
And then to steer right, you have to push the brake pedal, and to steer left, you press stop.
Is it essentially stopping? It's essentially stopping one of the tracks.
It's a brake. So what it does
Yeah.
is when you press that, it locks up that that right track.
Yeah.
Allows the left one to turn.
I got you. Okay. Can I run it?
You probably want to hear it run, don't you?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll hop up there.
I bet it's.
It's loud.
Yeah,
It's loud.
I can imagine.
It was straight piped when I got it. It had a big chrome 7-inch stack on it.
Nice.
Yeah. It's fine. You're young
I'd
enough.
rather just lose my hearing.
Yeah, it's fine. It takes a minute for all the fluids to get warm. It's old, so it's going to build up pressure and everything. And, it's a big old girl. Can't see what you're doing.
Yeah.
You've got to run it by feel. Or you can't see your bucket.
Perfect.
Because there's a Cadillac in front of the dash.
How was it?
It was terrifying.
Yeah, fun?
And I can't hear anything. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna watch you do this.
Yeah, it's probably best.
Because I ran Garrett's machine the other day and it was,
Scary.
yeah, terrifying.
So, yeah, I've done it twice since I've had it, but I've bird nested the cable on this drum.
Yeah.
And it's not fun
Yeah.
pulling it all out.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
And putting it back on there. And, you know, but yeah, there she is. This is a 1959 Bucyrus Erie 22B.
What a beaut.
Company I got it from Atlanta, Georgia, bought it brand new, 1959.
Wow.
They were the original owners. Been through 4 generations through the company. When
Wow.
I got it, they gave me the original bill of sale for it.
Why'd they sell it?
They hadn't used it in like 20 years. It had been sitting out back.
I didn't want to doll it up and
No,
put it out in the yard.
no, they were going to haul it for scrap, and the mechanic there didn't have the heart to do that. So he reached out to me and see if I would buy it for scrap value. So I gladly paid $4,000 for my dragline.
Sure.
No way.
Yeah, dude. Damn. Was it? How much did you have to work on it to get it to run?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I haven't even changed the oil.
Wow. You
Literally turned the key and it was ready to go. I had to put it
Really?
together. I had to put it together. The boom and everything off. So I learned how to rig a crane.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, pretty much the bucket, all the rigging was set up, tied up nice and neat in the bucket. We just undid everything and hooked the cables back up. All the cables were wrapped around the drum, so we had to restring everything and bolt the boom back together. But we started on it like probably 9 o'clock on a Sunday, and I was ready to dig at like 3 o'clock.
Wow. We'll fire her up, I guess.
Fire it up. You gotta open it up and get ventilation.
Tidwell Construction Company.
Tidewell Construction.
Tidewell.
Yep. In Douglasville, Georgia.
Wow.
They bought it brand new. They paid, said they had like 3 or 4 of these things. They do a lot of bridge building.
Yeah.
And obviously this is, he said it didn't meet OSHA standards anymore. So.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
But it was a good crane. They took very good care of everything. They had all the like service records for it and everything. So
that's amazing.
I mean, this is what they had in the 50s and 60s to do this type of work.
Yeah.
You know it, hydraulic excavators.
Yeah.
I don't never plan on taking this to a job site, but it was something I just kind of wanted to learn.
Yeah, why not?
Play on it.
And if every other YouTuber has one.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if it starts up.
Wow. Dragline.
So this originally came with a gas motor in it. All the old stuff came like here.
Yeah.
Gas motor. And from what he said was the fuel guy got tired of taking gas jugs out there to fill it up. It was the only machine they had that wasn't diesel. So they took it out and they put a Cummins motor in it.
No kidding.
So now it's got a nice Cummins diesel engine in it. And when he handed me the parts for it, like all the brake drums right here, hop up in. So all these, there's a band that's I can probably, hold on a second. I gotta give you a walk. So you can hear. So all these work off drums. So how this works is just you start it up and you engage that right there. That's your main clutch. And all these will start spinning. So that's when it's dangerous. So you're supposed to, every time you get out, you're supposed to knock it in neutral. Everything stops so you don't end up with your arm.
So this is like your safety lever.
That's your safety lever. That engages and everything. Those 2 brakes are actually locked down right now. That's holding the bucket and the cable off. So if we push this lever and hit that, that will just fall down to the ground.
Yeah.
And yeah, he wouldn't like that.
I was doing a lot of that with Garrett the other day.
This is your hoist. Push it up. That raises the main hoist up for your bucket. That's actually for your boom. That will not engage unless the machine is running. Somehow it's tied into the motor somehow, so the engine has to be running for this to go up or down. So that's a safety feature, that you can't just go over here and do that and the boom fall down. That's your drag. That's that one right there. That's what drags the bucket in and out. Well, it only drags it in. So everything is on friction, as you saw with his machine.
Yeah.
So when you push for it, you're engaging that. And then when you let off on it, you have to apply those brakes.
Yeah.
Or it'll just fall down.
That's what I couldn't figure out.
It's the hand-foot coordination.
Yeah, it's a lot of coordination.
As soon as you let off the lever, you have to push that.
Yeah.
If not, it's going to drop down.
Because with a modern excavator, you've never even thought about that.
Oh yeah, you pull the joystick in as soon as you let go.
Let go, it stops. Yeah, but you let go on this, and you got to mash your feet onto the ground.
So when you press that, there's these giant bands that go around these drums, and there's brake pads on here.
Constricts it.
And that what it does is that presses it down.
Yeah.
It actually came with. These are actually asbestos. I don't know if you want to hold them or not.
Oh, sure.
But
I love asbestos.
When he handed me the box of them, it said caution contains asbestos. I was like, well, that's good. It's built to last.
Yeah, but asbestos has a bad rap.
You know, it's only bad if you breathe the dust part of it.
Yeah.
So we just knock them off over there.
Yeah.
Open up the ventilation door right here.
Sure.
So as you're running it in that dust, it just gets sucked through the motor and blown out the door.
Yeah, asbestos problem solved.
Safety first, yeah. There's a couple lawsuits. And then your swing's right here. That is, so to drive it, you have to take this and push it forward and then pull back on that, and that's your steering left and right. It only turns in one direction, so might be why they quit using it.
Yeah. Oh, as long as it digs.
It digs.
Yeah.
I've gotten halfway decent at it.
Let's dig.
Let's dig.
Oh, nice. I see what you did there.
Let's try it. So I haven't had that happen before. We got to figure out the pattern to get that done.
Yeah.
I think I casted it too hard. So that's got to go back at the top.
All right, so that concludes today's dragline portion of the video.
We just got to get this. Just got to get some slack.
Yeah, it's a little bound up there, huh?
All right, so this just needs to be flipped over.
Yeah.
Now it should. I think. We'll find out in a second.
Yeah, we'll find out. Oh. Oh. We're in the, that smells good too.
It's fun. It's difficult to run all the controls stick on it, so it's like you pull in, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
And going. It's a learning curve. There's a lot to remember.
Yeah.
I mean, there's less functions in an excavator. You just have to do like two movements on the same function at once.
Well, even the cast, you have to let this out and then let that out at the same time.
Yeah, like so I got to pull it in and then cast it out, and then I got to let down at the same time. If not, it'll reach.
Yeah.
And then if you keep unspooling the drum right here, then I'll have a mess. Makes big splashes. You just stand over there and I'll make a big splash.
I'm good. It's like a 1.5 yard bucket.
How big are the ones that forks? How many yards?
Over 100.
100 yards?
The biggest one in the States is over 200 yards. Is this like a 1 yard bucket? 3/4 of a yard. How about it?
It's almost 4 through.
Wow.
The hook right there.
Yeah, look at that.
That's a lot of dragging back and forth.
Yeah.
I got a new.
Right.
I just like how everything's so simple but
Yeah.
functional.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
there's
literally-
not much to it.
There's not much to it.
You're just pulling cables
Literally.
back and forth.
Cables back and forth and pulleys. Well, I mean,
That's
like-
really all this is just you're just pulling 2 cables.
Yes. But the way they have the pulley set up, whereas you're pulling in, it's keeping the front of the bucket pulled up.
Yeah.
And it won't dump until it gets to the 90-degree point, because then it takes all the pressure off of it, and then it starts to hang from that chain and allows it to rotate on that pulley right there, causing it to dump. I don't know if that's cast iron. I think this is, no, it's leather.
What does YouTube think about your dragline?
They love it. They love it. But no, it's fun. I don't have much in it.
Okay. Shall we get some food?